So human mind is full of thoughts, and thoughts always move. Okay? Once a thought arises in the mind and moves, it is going to demand a response from you. Okay? And depending upon your response, the thought is going to get translated either as a word or action. Thought, word, action, we keep telling, isn't it? Thought will get translated as word or action depending upon your response. Okay? Now thoughts flow, right? Can you stop flowing thoughts? No. There is no technique that can stop flowing thoughts. Okay? Thoughts will always flow. Because thoughts always flow, the need to respond, right, is in your hands or otherwise. Abdin Patina, because thoughts flow, you have to respond. If thoughts do not move into your mind, then there's no question of response. Once thoughts come up, you have to respond. Now, to respond, do you have a choice or not? Abdina, as far as responding is concerned, you have no choice. Like, you can't tell, I won't respond anymore to thoughts. Solla mudiyuma? No chance. Once the thought surfaces, it is now going to demand a response. And once you respond, the thought will come out as word or action. Isn't it? If this logic is understood, then the inevitability of responding to every thought, right? That man has no chance not to respond. Okay? Voluntarily, you cannot tell, henceforth I will never respond. It's not possible. So, before understanding what is response, how you go about it, first discover that as long as thoughts are there, that long you have to respond. Okay? And because thoughts cannot be stopped by you, response also cannot be stopped by you. Isn't it? In that case, responding rightly becomes the next step, because if you respond wrongly, thought will get translated as wrong word or wrong action. Isn't it? Because wrong word or wrong action will give us more confusion and problems. Okay? To get out of those confusions and problems, man has got to work more. Isn't it? So, if the response was right, thought gets translated as growth and prosperity. Okay. If response is wrong, thoughts lead to responses. If they are wrong, it takes you to problems and confusion. So all the confusions in your life, in your mind, if you list it out, would have been what? Wrong responses to some thought, some idea. Right? And all the goodness you find in your life would have been right responses to thoughts and ideas. Right? So Adrishtam in Shastra, right, is what? Right responses. Fate, bad luck is what? Wrong responses. Okay? Because man's life is so precious. Time is so precious. If you don't respond rightly, what happens is it results in an extended wastage of time and energy. What should be over in 2 minutes gets dragged to 2 hours, means then for 2-minute job, we have lost 2 hours of time and energy. Right? If you recall your life like this, thoughts have come, good thoughts have come, we did not use them. Right? Wrong thoughts we did not want, someone pushed it inside, we used them rightly. Isn't it? So the thought flow cannot be stopped. so responses also cannot be stopped. Okay? Which the next step now is how to respond rightly. Means every thought, right, when it comes up, is going to offer a reality. Okay? Because repeatedly you must understand reality is only rule life. Okay? Any situations, only realities will rule. Okay? Reality means what? That which is real before, now, later. Always. Isn't it? We have a bad habit of imagining a lot of things. We think this is how this will be. This is how this will be. We imagine. But with that imagination, when we approach an issue, a thing, or an object, what happens is the response becomes incomplete. Isn't it? When the response is coming from imagination, the response is being asked by reality. புரியுதா? Reality is demanding a response. You are offering it through imagination. Because imaginations and realities, they don't meet always. What happens is you give incomplete imaginative responses to reality demands. As a result, what happened is mostly we respond wrongly and compound problems. Once we compound, what happens? Nothing is going to happen. Only problems will happen. Isn't it? So when problems increase, what we do is to come out of one, we try to do something else, and then we'll come out of other. Isn't it? So the best thing will be to understand each thought will be based on a reality. Okay? No doubt about it. Now, each thought is based on a reality. Then, if your mind is ready for the reality, then there will be no wrong responses at all. Right responses will clear past confusions. Why? Because confusions are going to stay inside the mind. Time and again they'll come up. They will keep on coming till they are cleared. If you develop the ability to respond rightly, then what happens is the inside confusion slowly begin to disappear by itself. You need not take every thought and tell, I don't want you to go. No. The fact that the mind now has got ready for reality will immediately do what? Drive away all confusion that is lying inside for so many years. More confusions gone, mind becomes so productive, peaceful, so fulfilled, happy, so talented, growing. All this can happen if we understand that you have to respond, and because you have to respond, why not we respond rightly instead of doing it wrongly? Isn't it? Because you can't. If you try to escape, where will you escape? Because a thought comes, you don't respond, it will come back again. Okay? Family problems, 20 years back, if your family has not settled the problem, it will come back. Isn't it? If your elders don't do it, you children have to do it. அப்ப நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்? இது அப்பவே பண்ணிருக்கலாம். Isn't it? So any thought, because it is moving, it will continue to move till you respond rightly and settle it. So it will keep on coming back. That is why the confusions keep coming back. The past keeps coming back till you settle it. The best way to settle it is, instead of taking one by one, give the mind a central system that we will respond only to reality. If you give that response, your talents now, which are lying waste, will start flourishing. Right? Memory will improve because memory now is filled with confusion. Concentration will improve because now concentration is disturbed by escape. Isn't it? So whatever be the thought, take it up, get ready to face in solita. What happens is the mind is now ready. Right? This mind is a mind that won't depend on horoscopes or palmistry for its future. It will not be bothered if it was born on a good day or a bad day. It won't be bothered whether the charts are good or not. Why? It has got a technology upon which the entire creation works. Right? What? Reality. Everything is reality. The morning you saw is reality. The earth is going nearer the sun, it's 6 o'clock. You have to get up. Is there a choice? No, I think it's only 4 o'clock now. Will the sun listen? Will the milkman, paperman listen? They're all gone before you wake up. Reality is what? 6 o'clock. Choice, response, it's 6. If you have to get up. நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? 15 minutes. இன்னொரு 20 minutes. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி 6லேருந்து we drive 6 to 7. So then 7 is not 6. And 6 cannot become 7. So what happens? Because we thought 6 as 7, all our responses lead to tension and anxiety. So the whole day you are tense. Why? Because you thought 6 was not 6 and only 4. But yeah, 6 or 4 are நினைச்சு 7 எழுதிட்டீங்கன்னா heavenல போனாலும் கன்ஃபியூஸ்டா இருப்பான். ரைட்? இதுக்கு ஜாதகமும் ஜோசியம் என்ன பண்ணும்? உன்னோட லேசினஸ் விரட்டுறதுக்கு யாரால என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? ரைட்? சோ லைஃப்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா சேம் தான். தாட், நெக்ஸ்ட் இஸ் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப். Is people around you. They are going to want a response. Right? If you stick to realities, people know how to deal with you. நீ imaginative handle பண்ணினா they take a lot of advantage. But if you're a person who sticks to reality, they will know where to stand. But so thoughts and relationships. People outside your office, everything wants you to respond. If only you know to stick to realities, then there will be no confusion, no problem, also no gathering of wrong things. If all the gatherings have happened, why? Because either we escaped or we responded wrongly. What is the solution now? Respond rightly, continuously. Okay? Once you make up this understanding, it's all facts only. So thoughts move fact. You have to respond fact. You can't escape fact. Wrong response, problem fact. Right response, growth fact. You want growth, respond rightly. And responding rightly is very easy because realities nobody can change. Nobody can change. So a reality is a reality for all of us. Okay? Here nobody can change. You cannot change the reality using your willpower, right? Or you can't even wish to tell, I hereby declare that is not reality. It will work on. No. So reality is always reality. So it's the same for you and me. Which means when it comes to reality, man has no choice. So where you have no choice, why should you ask for a choice? Where you have no choice, why should you imagine there might be a choice? The best is, reality is reality, respond rightly. Accept the reality, the mind will give out right responses. Why? It's a living phenomenon. Right? Mind is not something that is jadam. It is a living phenomenon. If you will make it, give it the subject, that reality is reality, the mind will begin to respond rightly. Right responses is the beginning of growth and prosperity. If you can respond rightly, growth will come into your life because it is only reality that will promote growth and prosperity. Right? Wherever you find growth, you will find reality. Right? So no realities, growth will happen automatically, naturally. This is the best way and the easiest way to grow without confusion and tension. 100 others can grow, so what? I will also grow. That assurance, reality will give. That assurance, right responses will give. We are not bothered how they have grown, but now we know how to grow. Okay, this is how a student must study, right? A professional approaches profession. This is the way you do business. To take the whole of life, full life is full of responses. Isn't it? If right reality responses are there, no relationship will threaten you. No relationship will disturb you. Nothing can ever confuse you because the mind knows this is not reality, dismiss. Where it is reality, the mind will never dismiss. It will tell, this is reality, I will respond. That's how we do. Okay.